Welcome to another Indie Dev Showcase, highlighting the many indie games we play here on the channel. If you'd like to submit a game for a future video, please reach out. But otherwise, let's begin. Our first game up is Crown of Pain. This is a Match 3 style RPG. It was released out of early access in late 2024. In this one, your job is to cross through a variety of levels to find the magical Crown of Pain. But staying your way are going to be all kinds of monsters, beasties, and more in the card variety as you see. The structure is that you'll start with a few party members and you'll unlock more as you make progress in the game. Each party member is essentially their own class, and they will use abilities based on the tiles that you match at the bottom of the screen. It goes with kind of the puzzle quest style where different spells or abilities will proc based on which tiles you play. So one character may specialize in like healing spells that may require using the red kind of blood tiles. Another one may use arcane magic, physicals, and so all that. The twist in this one is that there is meta progression. Each character can have different skills, and you can unlock them kind of at the start of each run. So you can change how your characters behave, or aka which tiles to rely on, based on which party composition you want. So there is a kind of meta strategy for building a party of like-minded tiles so that you match one, everyone gets to use their own skill. You can also upgrade their base stats to give them more health, improve their base damage, that kind of thing. So it kind of lends itself as being more like a match 3 roguelite, if that makes any sense. But you'll keep going until you get stuck at a boss, and then you'll head back to the start. And of course, any enemies you kill will be used as their meta progression. It's a really great concept for a game. Now, with the match 3 elements kind of giving it some element of randomization, it still has that meta progression at heart. You will not get that far, even if you are a super good match 3 player, until you unlock more of the base upgrades and build the party to your choosing. But still a great concept, and I would recommend this one to anyone who misses the days of puzzle quests and looking for a game with like a similar bite or sliding to it. We now go to Sulfur. Now please note, the footage you're seeing is taken from the demo build that was released back in 2024. The game has since been released onto early access and has received multiple updates, and what you see may not represent the current version of it. This is a kind of roguelite FPS where you are trying to track down a mysterious witch who has burned down your church, and you have been armed with a very strange amulet that you will be using to get revenge on them, if you can reach them in this mysterious cave where things change and strange but adorable creatures are trying to kill you. This one definitely has a lot of unique elements to it. You have a equipment system much like that of an RPG, but you're going to be using a variety of weapons with the ability to mod them, like we would see in something like a Borderlands, or even like some of the other like roguelike FPSs. Now the game can be a little bit tricky due to both learning how things work and how the meta progression is. You'll be able to craft a variety of items that can help you, but you'll need to learn the recipes for them. And I don't know if anything was done to make that easier when the game entered early access or with any future updates. Now, the meta progression in this game is about being able to take out essential items, recovery, upgrades, and of course the money you need to buy new stuff back at your home base, and being able to get that out alive. In certain like layers or floors, you may find the means of an emergency escape. Your amulet can also be charged to kind of give you like a one-time warp as well, but you'll need to find like the exact kind of like resource that refills it. Now, if you die and you didn't do any of that, all the good stuff that you had on you is gone. And this is a game that is definitely going to be about the progression, as you'll be able to mod your weapons in a variety of ways. Give a gun a scope to make it shoot further or be more accurate. Change how the gun fires, add properties like ice bullets and other things as well. And from what we played of the demo, there looks to be a quite variety of means of fighting your way through these enemies. Now, it is a little bit on the tricky side. You are just one person, and this is not a run and gun Doom-like. You really do need to take your time with your shots, as ammo is quite limited. And much like that of a Borderlands, you don't want to be using the same ammo type in all your different weapons, or you're going to run out quite easily. I like the concept of this one, and I am really curious about where it is in early access right now. So if you're someone who's done all the gunfiring, the borderlanding, robo-questing, and looking for another take on the roguelite FPS formula, definitely give this one a try, and I'm curious to see how it will all wrap up when it is fully released. And now we go to Our Adventurer Guild. This is an RPG guild management game, where you have become the new caretaker of a rundown adventurers guild. And it's going to be up to you to manage the people and gain its former glory back by, well, going on a lot of missions and quests. So this is a kind of mix of like an RPG with tactical battles, and of course the party management and RPG side of getting new gear, choosing how your characters upgrade, which ones you'll have on your party, etc, etc. So this one does not skimp on anything in terms of the tactical layer. Each character can belong to a different class. Those classes will of course have different abilities, and you'll need to balance how characters will behave in battle, who you're going to bring into parties, as there are relationships and stuff like that. When you're back at the home base, you'll be able to use any gold you've acquired to purchase new gear for your characters, maybe purchase some new adventurers, and of course get any items and resources they may need for their next dungeon crawling or field exploration. This is by no means a very quick game. There's a lot to this one in terms of progression, upgrading your characters, and seeing how far you can take everything. And we just did not have the time to give this one like a really full play, but I do want to go back to it at some point. If you're a strategy RPG fan and you're looking for one with a lot of game to it, and of course you have that love of party management, then this is an easy recommendation to check out. We now go to something a little bit easier to follow, and that is Alien Boom Boom. The footage you're seeing is taken from the demo that was released in 2024 and may not represent the current version of this. When aliens invade our planet, it's going to be up to us to take gun and bat in hand to save the day, all while getting into a lot of wacky situations and hearing a lot of weird dialogue along the way. So this is definitely going for the classic boomer shooter, hence the boom boom in the title approach. And while the demo itself was a little bit on the rough side, I did have some issues sometimes with the gun not properly registering, or clicking wasn't really working sometimes. It was still enjoyable in terms of the general beats of it. Now, with this being a demo, we didn't get a chance to see too much in terms of unique elements or where it goes beyond just this first area. But still, I would say this is a charming game, and if you are in the mood for another FPS, and you like shooting some aliens, then at least give this one a try. We now go to Galaia, if I didn't butcher that too badly. This is a short-form, twin-stick shooter roguelite. Now, the footage you're seeing is taken from the demo. The full game was released at the end, or near the end, of 2024. You will explore mysterious ruins where shapes of all, well, shapes and sizes are trying to shoot you. And you're going to have to shoot your way through them while collecting multiple upgrades, strange items, and more stuff. The progression in this one kind of goes with the Binding of Isaac approach. As you play a run, you unlock through achievements new items and features that can show up on subsequent runs. Things that can change the property of your gun, give your character like new stats, boosted abilities, etc, etc. And from what we played of this one, it was quite enjoyable. Now, the store page does say that this is a short style game, so I don't know how long it's going to take you to get through the whole thing. But still, I really liked this one. It felt solid to play. And of course, all the upgrades have that kind of stacking ability, so you can really take your gun into overpowered proportions if you get the right upgrades. I do want to check out the full version of it at some point, but this is a very solid and entertaining game for anyone who likes their kind of third-person or twin-stick shooting style roguelike. And for the last game of today's showcase, we go to Oddsparks. This is still in early access at the time of me recording this, and what you see may not represent the current version of it. The simplest way to describe this would be if we combine the automation stylings of a Factorio with the cuteness and whimsy of a Pikmin. You have discovered an ancient prophecy that foretells the end of this world, but in order to save it, you must use creatures called sparks in order to produce, automate, and collect a whole lot of resources along the way. The game will procedurally generate like the world itself, and you can play this co-op with up to 4 players. The structure is that your hometown is full of a wide assortment of wacky characters who will all want things. Maybe they want sparks, maybe they want goods, resources, etc, etc. By completing their jobs, you will kind of upgrade their tier, which will unlock more things for you to do, more challenges, and will move you ever closer to hopefully saving the world. Now, the world outside of the village is where things get procedurally generated, and you'll explore trying to collect more resources, find access to new and exciting sparks, and of course set up all your production chains and assembly lines all over the place. Now, this is not in like the same level of complexity and depth as a Factorio or a Dyson Sphere. You're not going to be using assembly lines or conveyor belts to move goods. Instead, you'll set up pathing for your sparks. As they move around the path, they'll interact with anything that comes along their way, be it a resource collector, a refiner, or something to assemble goods. And it's about kind of setting up a lot of like small form lines near the major resource nodes, and of course moving goods to and fro in order to set up larger automation, get higher quality goods, or more important things done. I found this one to be quite charming. Now, with this more like lower stakes take, it is also a bit on the slower side. Definitely not as slow as say Factorio, but it's going to take you a few minutes to kind of get the basic chain set up, especially being able to automate the production of your first tier of sparks. I enjoy this one. I'm really curious to see where it's going to lead as it continues early access and when it gets to 1.0. So I would recommend this one to any automation fan if you're looking for a more casual take on it. Again, you're not going to be building 20 million factories and planetary transport ships to collect 80 trillion tons of coal and wood. You're going to be keeping things relatively small scale. So if you are a fan of automation, but you're not looking for like a huge planet-spanning take on it, then I would definitely recommend you give this one a try. And with that, another showcase comes to an end. Let me know what you think about these games down below. Again, if you'd like me to go your game for a future stream and showcase, please reach out. And with that, have a great night, and I will see everyone in the next video. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and if you're interested in more in my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.